Good day everyone! I'm Zhaira Harol A. Magale and we will be having an art criticism of the artwork, namely the Scream! Woo! So as we all know, the Scream painting is really familiar and famous and mostly of us know. The Scream is the popular name given to a composition created by Norwegian expressionist artist Edvard Munch in 1893. So the original German title given by Munch to his work was The Scream of Nature, and the Norwegian title is Skrik or Shriek. So the agonized face in the painting has become one of the most iconic images of art, seen as symbolizing the anxiety of human condition. For me, the artwork looked like there is one person screaming because of his or her emotion, and there are two people in her back that is walking by the bridge with the sunset ongoing. So the person have many problems, I think, and his anxiousness and mental illness, mental health of the person is represented. With the intentional use of strong lines, both straight and curved, Munch brushstrokes move the audience's eyes directly toward the distressed figure. The girl's figure was painted with sickly colors, dully yellows, blues, and purples, dark and light accents painted over the top hint at the screaming expression of the figure. As with the texture, he used oil, tempera, and pastel on cardboard to make the painting. So she also uses line, color, and texture well to make this painting successful. The Scream painting is very famous even today because of its universal meaning. So the imagery of the Scream has been compared to that which an individual suffering from depersonalization disorder experiences, a feeling of distortion of the environment and oneself. It is three-dimensional art. The artist used given shape and brought to life by various materials and many different shapes. So with the analysis, the Scream's composition exists in four forms. The first, painting, done in oil, tempera, and pastel on cardboard. He balances his artwork by putting the two people in the background to balance out the person in the front. He uses emphasis by making the person dark so he will stand out. So this artwork is successful because he uses good elements of art and principles of design. So my eyes of the audience's eyes surely move directly to the person in front toward the distressed figure. So while the painting appears relatively simple, there is a clever contrast between the two pairs of complementary colors, red, green, orange, and blue. So contrast is everything in art. In this painting, Munch relied on contrasting colors, lines, shapes, and forms. So the focus of the scream is the face of a sexless, distressed figure that turned to the viewers, with a wide mouth and hands placed on the cheek. Behind the backcloth figure, an orange and red sky hang over the landscape. In the background, two additional figures stand facing the sunset to balance his artwork. So, interpretation, in my opinion, the artist was trying to communicate to the viewers that the person he is screaming has a mental health condition. So, for me, it was like a terrified soul, even if there's an beautiful sky out there. Like, simply, it was a self interpretation from being emotionally tired, anxious, and angry, and it also connects the mental health of a one person. Yes, definitely. The artist really succeeds in creating an interesting work of art because it relates to many people and it because of the interpretation of the painting. And the craftsmanship of the art is very incredible because it really suits the meaning of the artwork. For me, the strong areas of the art are the values in the style and the forms that the artist used in creating this art because this really caught the eye of the audience and it is very amazing. For me, there is no areas that needs improvement because the artwork itself is very amazing and incredible. The subject of this work of art is the sexless person who is really main focus and who is screaming. So the subject really imitates the real world because this represents the anxious feeling and the mental health of the first person that many of the people in the world can relate. And this is the most important of the artwork because this is the part where the audiences can really give meaning to the art and what did they really understood. The Scream's composition exists in four forms. The first, painting, done in oil, tempera, and pastel on cardboard. So the artist artificially used the elements of movement, color, lighting, form, and balance to create a clear, eerie mood. The artist used them effectively in creating the artwork. Yes, the artist effectively conveys the message of the artwork because the first I look in the painting, I focus and I first notice the person who is screaming, and I maybe thought that maybe something happened to him or her, and maybe he or she have mental illnesses or mental health that I really feel his or her emotions that he or she is tired, feeling anxious, and sad and depressed. So that's it. That's the end of our criticism of artwork. Thank you. Have a nice day.